Please join me in welcoming to the stage Bob Schaefer, CEO of N2O Companies.
Oh, well, thank you, Dale. Good evening, folks. First, thank you for saying good evening back. First, a few words of thanks. Thanks to Tom Hubler for having the idea for this event. Thanks for the interview all right, sure, why not? Thanks to Dale Kirshner for interviewing me and getting the, get kind of misty, I guess, and Twin Cities Business Magazine. They both together presented this event. Also grateful for the 4 platinum sponsors and to the 7 members of the selection committee. Without any of them, we wouldn't be here. Congratulations go out to the other award recipients and to the honorees. And finally, yesterday was Veterans Day. Are there veterans out here? Would you do me a favor and stand? Are there veterans? It's these folks that make what we do possible. You can't thank them enough for their service. So, 9 o'clock this is supposed to end. Dale needs about 5 minutes to wrap up. So I guess that gives me about 10, right? So, got a speech all ready for it. But I don't think you want to hear it. I think instead, why don't I just give you a recipe? I found a recipe. It's a business recipe, and I'm going to tell you what you get if you follow it in a couple of minutes. The recipe. You need some ideas. One of the ideas you want to have is an adage that Tom Hubler likes. Do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. Yeah. You want to follow the path that Rich Sorensen lays out and have yourself a lifestyle business. You want to work to live, not just live to work. So then you need ingredients. The ingredients that we all need, it's people, people, people. Nothing but people. So, you got to have a little profit though too. Yeah, so I lied a little. So, begin to assemble some people. Start with a guy that will do anything. A guy that on Monday hopped in a truck, delivered 50,000 pounds to a customer because it was snowing. A guy that'll go make a delivery to Randy Lanton out in La Center. He was supposed to be there to meet me so that he can tour the facility a couple of weeks ago. His wife kept him too busy to get there. You need to have a wife to bankroll the whole thing and support you while you're not making any money for the first 5 years. She has to be willing to sign 4 mortgages. Every time you pay one off, you mortgage your house back up to the hilt. And not only that, give you all the money that she has to buy trucks when you need them. So, yeah, there she is. There she is. It sure helps to have 2 kids, both of whom are daughters, who, if you read the article, you saw their picture when the business started out. They got to be willing to do anything you like. Clean bathrooms, cut the grass, wash the forklifts, come in on Christmas Eve and load a truck that has to go to Canada, and they have to do it for no pay, or come back once they're older and work for you for less than they used to make. So, then, you start to build some people. And kind of when you get up to about 30 of them, it's really great if you're related to 9 of them. And if those 9 have the support of their spouses, and they actually kind of let them work all kinds of crazy hours and do this crazy stuff that you've laid out. If you're lucky, one of those 9 is going to be Kirk Kaiser. If you're lucky. 5 of those 30, at some point, should be willing to write checks to invest in these harebrained schemes. And if by chance last Labor Day, you and your wife are vacationing in Vancouver, and you got an order that you got to get out from Odbora, they should decide to work Saturday and Sunday on Labor Day, and when you say, all right, no problem, we'll come back and help, they tell you, Kurt says, we're not going to do it if you come back. The order's going to be late. Okay, okay. So these, it's nuts. These 9 people are crazy. Then, when you come back for vacation and you give your brother-in-law the next weekend off, you tell your production crew, we really got to get this order together. You should have all your production workers volunteer to work on a Saturday so that the order's not late, because you know what? We might screw it up if we do it during the week. It really helps if Alden Drew starts this business that you buy and nurtures it for 32 years and then hands it off to you. And it would be impossible to do it without the heart of the business, Alden's wife, who stayed with the business, Mimi Pollard, for 4 years, 10 months, and counting. So, all these people that I just mentioned are at tables 7 and 12. So, say hi to them later. Okay. Then the other people you need are folks that give you a hand along the way. Steve Ballinger, who's the owner of the bakery mentioned in the article, should be your first customer and buy you a forklift when you don't have the money. Michelle Ruash, who's the other guy mentioned in the article, should give you the keys to his building and say, make your bakery stuff at my place. Well, what should I pay for that? Nothing. We're friends. So, and then a few years later, you should have the distinct privilege of having Mimi run across Christine and Randy Lantanen, and Christine and Randy, sorry Randy. And then she should talk him into doubling the business in your packaging, on your packaging line. So you have to go out and buy a bunch of equipment to make it. What a wonderful thing. So you take all these ingredients, and then the preparation instructions are, okay, what Patty McNeely says, you assemble into a business family. You assemble it into a business family. You incubate it for 24 years, and when you're all done, you know what you get? You get this recipe, the family recipe for success, for family culture. Thanks.